It appears that we're about to be underway here. Now, this is a Field Masters chase, and our two entries, the number 1 Emmy Lou, the number 2 Missy, will be following Jennifer Dunst, who will be our Field Master for all 3 divisions. So once again, Field Masters chase, they have to stay behind a good-looking gray. If they do pass the Field Master, they have to go to the back of the field, and that'll be a short trip for this pair. And they head down the field. Nice collected canter. And in the front, it's Emmy Lou with just a 2-length advantage on Missy in second place. Heading next to the coop. And the pace is picked up, and both our ponies, and riders, small ponies here, the first division, have managed to clear the first 2 obstacles, now 1 more, and the order remains unchanged. It's Emmy Lou at the front, and Ann Chalmers, and a gap of 2 back to Missy and Kelly Whitty as they head down the field, through the cover and onto the back side. And both our riders, they've slowed down the pace, has Jennifer Dunst, and both our riders forced to collect themselves behind her, but the order remains unchanged. Emmy Lou by 3 over Missy in second place. And proceeding down the backside, briefly out of range, but same as it ever was. Both of our entries well in hand. And the order has been the same from the start. Missy in second place with Kelly Whitty, and showing the way, it's Ann Chalmers on Emmy Lou. The top of the stretch, making the turn now and heading towards the finish line, and they're both all out, and Missy now has reversed the order and taken a 7-length lead over Emmy Lou. Missy waiting to pounce, and she does it. Now she's going to be able to carry that advantage easily to the wire. A beautifully timed ride by Kelly Whitty on Missy, and in second place, she led most of the way. And just as we're getting ready for the start, the Best Turned Out Award for our second division is the number 3, Bonjour, owned, trained, and ridden by Daisy Fenwick. And you get a chance to see just how pretty she looks as our field getting ready to come by us. Once again, this is a Field Masters chase. Jennifer Dunst showing the way on the gray, and our field needs to stay behind her. If they go past her, they need to circle all the way to the back, do it twice, and you are disqualified. And first time past the steward's stand. And some problems up on the lead for Golden Honey. Trying to get a handle on her mount. Right behind her is Annabelle, actually 4 lengths back. Another length and a half behind her to Rocket. Then we have Bonjour, another 5 lengths back. And all the way at the back, our early trailer is Juguete. And the field slightly stretched out, but right on the heels of our field master, Jennifer Dunst, is Golden Honey, looking very eager. As she continues to control the pace, behind the pace. As they head around the turn, down into the corner. And And begin to extend the pace now. And still right behind, just a length and a half, is Golden Honey. Gap of 7. Back to Annabelle in second place as they disappear behind the cover briefly. Down along the bottom. Going back in sight, and it's still Golden Honey with the advantage at the front, starting to move closer together there. Getting ready to be turned loose. Golden Honey checking over her shoulder, and here comes Annabelle getting geared up right behind her as they take one more fence. And now it's Annabelle forging to the lead in front of Golden Honey as they make the turn. Golden Honey trying to hang on, but here comes Rocket doing exactly that, moving into second place as they come around the turn. Can Annabelle hold on to the lead? Here comes Rocket making one last get. Annabelle at the wire is going to hold her safe just by half a length. In third place, the number 9, Huguette. Two pony divisions. And these should be flying at the end, and we're underway. Once again, showing the way, Jennifer Dunst is the field master. And as they come up over the hill, come through the stretch for the first time. At the front, it's Pepper Sauce by 2 over Sailmaker, and here comes Twin Kiss, just another length and a half behind her, and everybody looking well in hand, and up and over the first, all 3 over, and it's a 4-length advantage at the front for Pepper Sauce, and now that's shrunk down to 2, checks behind her. And right behind her, just 2 lengths back, is Sailmaker, and a gap of another 4 to Twin Kiss. It appears Twin Kiss has had enough, has pulled up, so we're down to 2. Now a match race. Once again, we're in the junior horse, the 3rd division of the first race. And this one's going to be fought out between Pepper Sauce and Sailmaker. Pepper Sauce right now with a 3-length advantage as they head down into the bottom. Now call that 1.5. Has a little bit more pace now from Jennifer Dunst as they're up and over that coop. And 3 lengths between them. Order remains unchanged. Pepper Sauce followed by Sailmaker. Down around the corner, heading towards the cover. And this a nicely ordered affair. Still Pepper Sauce on the lead, but only just a length off her now is Gabrielle Bernier and Sailmaker. As Maggie Herzog now has company right up there at the front, and we've got a change of leaders. Going on to the lead now, it's Sailmaker by 3 over Pepper Sauce, who falls back into second place as they come around the back of the cover and will be turned loose in just a little while. And at the front, doing all she can to hold what she's got, Gabrielle Bernier and Sailmaker with a 4-length advantage over Pepper Sauce and Maggie Herzog as they head towards the pole fence. And moving on now, and they're going to jump that as a team, and it's even up. Pepper Sauce back in the mix now, taking a half-length advantage, but coming back right at her. Here's Sailmaker. Sailmaker on the inside retakes the lead. Not giving up, though. Pepper Sauce coming right back at her as they make the final turn. It's going to be close as they're coming into the stretch, and it's in the lead. Sailmaker saving the ground nicely there. Going to win by 3 over Pepper Sauce in second.
Riders. Is Carol Goodman on behalf of
They're off. I said it that time.
And at the front end, it is Stompin' and Boppin' with a 2-length lead over Hey Mickey, saving the ground in second place. That's Nando going very wide. Another half-length back to Joshua G. Then call it 5 to Easy Escapade. And Tumultuous is your trailer as they finish the loop, come back through the bottom, and start to head up the hill. And it's Stompin' and Boppin' with the lead, closely shadowed there by Hey Mickey. And Nando now right between horses. A gap of another 4 to Joshua G, then 3 to Easy Escapade, and your trailer still Tumultuous as they head down the hill. At the front, Stompin' and Boppin'. Nando now just a length off of him as they head up the hill onto the back side. And in fact, that order has already changed as well. As they come back into view, and Stompin' and Boppin' with the lead. Nando has regained second place, just 3/4 of a length over Hey Mickey in third. He enjoys a 5-length advantage over Joshua G, then a gap of 1.5 to Easy Escapade. Tumultuous, another 3 lengths back, still the trailer. At the top of the hill and disappearing out of sight once again, Stompin' and Boppin' with the lead. Nando in second place, and right behind them was Hey Mickey. Through the cover. And heading to the next, and Stompin' and Boppin' by 3. In second place now, Hey Mickey. Nando ranges right up alongside of him, now falls back into third place as the pace quickens, and they head to the next. Down the backside, and it's just 3/4 of a length. Advantage for Stompin' and Boppin'. Right behind him, Nando in second place. By perhaps ahead over Hey Mickey. Gap of another 3 to Joshua G, who now seems to be gearing up as they head up the hill. A tight turn back to that stack fence. Stompin' and Boppin' just a length to the good of Nando, another length to Hey Mickey. Then comes Joshua G, and moving up, David Benson and Easy Escapade, and he enjoys a 8-length advantage over Tumultuous, who remains at the back. Down the hill once again, moving away from us. And still stompin' and boppin' by a length over Nando. Hey Mickey, another length in third, gap of 2. Excuse me, Joshua G. Moving up into third, then another gap of 2 to Hey Mickey, and now moving up alongside of him is Easy Escapade and David Benson. And now the field begins to move in earnest, last time down the backside. And the pressure is on up at the front, and joining our leader, Stompin' and Boppin', he's getting all he can handle from Nando. Those two setting off towards the wire, and they've decided to hit the gas as they roll down the hill, heading towards the turn, trying to carry that advantage at the front. Stompin' and Boppin' with a 2-length advantage. Can Nando save the ground? Billy Santoro trying to sneak inside the beacon as they head to the wire. It's going to be tough. Here comes Nando coming back half a length over Stompin' and Boppin'. In third, Joshua G, followed by Tumultuous, Easy Escapade, and Hey Mickey.
A little bit, you over just, yep, right there, perfect. Okay, look up and smile.
With a 2-length advantage, It's a G-Man over the first coop. Both horses and riders up and over, and the next head up the hill for the short loop. And your early leader, It's a G-Man. Should be a tactical battle, as most match races are. And 3 lengths at the front. Kieran Norris and It's a G-Man. Stalking quietly in second, Mark Beecher and Gary Owen Starr. As it's a leisurely pace, as they jump back out of the loop. And now a bit more advantage for It's a G-Man, and picking up the pace right behind him is Gary Owen Starr and Mark Beecher. Up the hill and back into sight. And just 2 lengths separates this pair. It's a G-Man. Kieran Norris leading at that one. And now coming up right next to him, Mark Beecher and Gary Owen Starr joining the leader. Those two having a brief consultation. And back to the lead, It's a G-Man. Schooling nicely, in nice order as they head down the hill. It's a G-Man by a length and a half over Gary Owen Starr. Neither entry appears to be in much of a hurry at this stage, as they'll head up the hill, across the field, behind the cover, and still with a 2-length lead, It's a G-Man and Kieran Norris. Gary Owen Starr and Mark Beecher still right behind him. As they head to the next, call it 2 lengths. And Gary Owen Starr edging a little bit closer to the leader there, now just a length and a half, as they continue this nice steady pace on to the next. And no changes, still at the front. It's a G-Man. And just a length off of him, Gary Owen Starr, right in his back pocket as they crest the hill, go down, make the turn behind the cover, and emerge on the backside in just a moment. With the lead, as it's been since the start, it's a G-Man. And now widen that advantage to 3.5 lengths as they roll down the hill. Kieran Norris and It's a G-Man showing the way, but certainly in touch. Mark Beecher and Gary Owen Starr just 3 lengths behind, jumping nicely there, and cut right into that gap, just a length and a half now as they move along the backside once again. It's a G-Man reasserts that 3-length advantage he seems to prefer. Gary Owen Starr not going anywhere and making up ground nicely at the fences. Still a nice steady pace. It's a G-Man by a length. Gary Owen Starr now comes right up alongside at that fence, jumping nicely and picking up ground with every leap. It's a G-Man, though, reestablishes himself at the front. Once again, it's 2.5 lengths as they head up the hill. Neither horse nor rider looking pushed, and they'll have a nice leisurely turn, just the way Mother used to make it as they head to the next. And now moving right to the lead there, briefly, was Gary Owen Starr, and It's a G-Man, a little tight to that one. And for the first time, we have a new leader, and no surprise, it's the only other horse in the race. Gary Owen Starr and Mark Beecher have turned the tables on It's a G-Man as he now enjoys a length advantage as they roll down the hill and towards the cover once again. Around the turn, Gary Owen Starr, 2.5 over It's a G-Man, but he's not going away. As he's right behind, the pace quickens. And Gary Owen Starr now just 3/4 of a length to the good at the front from It's a G-Man, who sets out after the leader in earnest. Rolling now as they jump that next one as a team on the inside. Gary Owen Starr on the outside. It's a G-Man. Just a length between them now as they're going to make the turn and head towards the stretch. Gary Owen Starr with the lead, 2.5 over It's a G-Man. Can he catch him in the turn? Both riders, hands and heels all out. Gary Owen Starr with the lead, trying to close the gap. It's a G-Man. Gary Owen Starr, Mark Beecher goes to the whip, saves the ground, holds him safe to the wire. Gary Owen Starr by 2 lengths.
It's his second start. He's over from Ireland. Went a steady gallop and just took him a time to get into it. And once he got the handle of the timber jump, he jumped well and he quickened on nicely. I took it up going out the last time from 6 fences out. He stayed on and he jumped well. So good result.
They're off.
And it appears that we're off.
They're off.
And they'll start with the loop. And showing the way, Jennifer Dunst and Supersonic on the lead by 4 over Aaron's Mist, our entry from the 4th, and a gap of 10 back to Impressive Return, and taking their time at the back, trotting at the back of the field as the race is on the front end as they mount the hill and get ready to come through the stretch for the first time. And Supersonic dueling on the lead with Aaron's Mist. To the next, Supersonic by 2 over Aaron's Mist. Call that 1 now as they take a hold going down the field, down the hill. And less than a length separates our 2 leaders, another gap of 8. Back to Impressive Return. And the rest of the field setting a rather desultory pace. So we've essentially got 2 divisions, as the front half is about to be in a different zip code than the back half, as they've rolled right up the hill and up around the back, heading on to the next.
They could have a problem lapping one another in this circle.
And we've Supersonic with the lead as they head towards the crest of the hill. By 4 over Aaron's Mist. And now joining Aaron's Mist on the inside, Impressive Return. So the issue looks to be decided between those 3, as once again they drop out of sight and head down the hill. Last seen, it was Supersonic with the lead. Aaron's Mist in second. Once again, Aaron's Mist coming out of the 4th race, so she just needs to complete the course and she gets that win, but doesn't seem to be satisfied with that. As on to the next, Supersonic by 4, Aaron's Mist in second by another 3. And in 3rd place, Impressive Return. Down the backside, things starting to get interesting. At the front, and still Supersonic, but moving into 2nd place now is Impressive Return. Into 3rd place, Aaron's Mist. Deciding caution may be the better part of valor. She's already got the win if she stands up. Supersonic, your leader, by 1. And trying to get a hold of Impressive Return is Trey Rower, as they have to make that sharp turn back to the stack fence. Supersonic by 3 over Impressive Return, who enjoys a 2.5 length lead over Aaron's Mist. So still Supersonic at the front. Competition looks to be coming from Impressive Return and Trey Rower. Once again, this is to decide bragging rights here at Howard County Iron Bridge. Supersonic still at the front as they make the turn, pressing the issue now from the outside is Impressive Return. Now just 1.5 lengths off Supersonic, the leader, as they head over that one. And the gap remains 1.5 lengths. And another gap of 5 back to Aaron's Mist. But our 2 contenders from the 6 on the front end, Supersonic reestablishing her lead. It's now moved out to 4 at the next, up and over that one nicely, and getting back into the mix is Aaron's Mist, coming up alongside Impressive Return, and now all out around the turn and up the hill. It's Supersonic, in command, in control, aptly named as she hugs the beacon on the turn, checks over her shoulder, and nobody's going to threaten Supersonic. An easy 10-length winner. Aaron Smith now winner of the 4th, second in the 6th. And in 3rd place, impressive return. A nice effort by...
With the little keeper trophy. Where's the keeper trophy?
Of the
Carol's
afternoon,
got it.
Jennifer Dunst and Supersonic. Miss. We'll race to time the knot.
3-mile timber course for fox hunters. Mine's a thoroughbred crossed on a Trakehner. He's 12 years old. I've had him for 7. I know him very well. So I basically just followed Jennifer around, combined it with the Founders Cup, and followed Jennifer around and stayed there. And he jumped beautifully and carefully and has a good finish on him, so I'm pleased with him.